Hey, so today I want to talk about something, you know, something that kind of happened. I'm not really happened, like something that, uh, uh, Jesus Christ, I'm so bad at starting videos. Because I can literally just say, hey, I'm talking about this, right? And then I can lead into that, but I never fucking do. I'm just so bad at starting a fucking video. But what I wanted to talk about is like dreams, right? But not just like dreams, like weird dreams. Like, because I feel like most people that have, ever dreamt have probably had like creepy dreams, uh, boring dreams, exciting dreams, sexy dreams, all the kind of fucking weird dreams that people have. And I woke up not that long, like I woke up like what, like fucking 40 minutes ago or something like that. And I had a dream and it was very disturbing. Like the end, like here's the thing though. Most dreams I don't remember like a lot of it. I usually remember the parts like that happen right before I wake up, right? And some people can remember their full ass dream. Some people, forget most of it. Some people just forget it altogether. And I don't know. And also, I've heard like people like always say like, "Oh, if you see a person or a place in your dream, that means you've seen it before or something like that." Like I remember hearing that, and I kind of realized at some point that that's like a load of bullshit because I've seen people in places in my dreams that I've never seen a day in my life. So either people are lying or I just have a really active, I don't know, brain when I'm asleep or something. But like I've had weird dreams over my time, and I don't remember a lot of them. There were some that I like remembered every once in a while where I was just like, oh shit, this fucking dream happened, and it was like fucking kind of weird, right? But like the oldest dream that I remember that was a weird one was when I was like maybe 15, 14, 15, something like that. And I had a weird dream that there was a zombie apocalypse, right? And obviously I was going to have a fucking zombie type dream because I play a lot of zombie games, I watch a lot of zombie movies, and honestly, I just like zombie genre stuff. So it didn't really surprise me that at some point my brain was gonna, make a fucking zombie dream. And I've had many zombie dreams, but the the one that I'm talking about was a weird one, right? That was one of the few weird ones. The other ones were just kind of like, oh, I'm stuck in a zombie land. Oh no. Then this one was one of my like original like weird dreams. And I'm sure I've had weirder dreams that came before that, but I can't fucking remember them. But this one, I just remember it for some fucking reason, and I'm pretty sure I talked about two of the weird dreams I had, and I'm pretty sure it's two of them that I'm going to talk about. But this dream that I had, I remember. I don't remember the beginning, I don't remember the middle, and I only remember towards the end. But from what I remember, it was a zombie apocalypse dream, and it ended with me marrying a zombie. So like one of my original like weird dreams was me just remembering when I was a teenager and just having a dream where I married a fucking zombie in a zombie apocalypse. It's weird dream. And another weird dream that I remember, though it's not like incredibly fucking weird, but actually I think I did talk about this one. Actually, I think I've talked about this one like three different times. But it was a dream I had about going to like a I don't know, like a bar or nightclub or something. I don't know what the hell it was with like my cousin or something. And he wanted me to go with him, and there was like this big bouncer lady. She was like fucking 6 foot tall, long blue hair, and all that shit. And she was, and like the only thing I remember from that was that I had a dream of going to a club with my cousin, tall bouncer lady with long blue hair, and I don't know. She ended up just like thinking I was cute because I was like some small weird like gremlin creature, and that was like the whole dream. The whole dream was just her thinking I was cute, and I was like, what the? Like I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was the point of this dream? Like I've had so many dreams where I'm just like, I don't get what the fucking point is because I've had dreams where I literally just do what I do now. I just like, oh, I have a dream where I just play a video game that I'm already playing, or I have a dream that I'm sleeping. I have a dream I'm watching a YouTube video, right? And it's one of those where I kind of think like I have like infinite possibilities of what I can think about while I sleep, and my brain chooses to just basically continue my already daily life, but in dream form. Not even like switching it up. Where like, oh, maybe I have wings in one fucking dream or something, right? Like, no. Now, weirdly enough, I don't have a lot. I don't really have dreams where they like terrify me. You're right, like where I wake up and I'm just like, holy shit! Like I just like shoot up out of my bed. But I think like the closest I've ever come to that was like having I had a dream where it was like I don't know, it was kind of just as if I had was like rotting basically. It was just kind of like a dream where I was just like having like my skin like rotting and like part of me was like falling off and no one around me cared. I was just like, can you take me to the hospital? They're like, no. And that's not even like an interesting dream because that's all I remember. It's just like it was a dream where I was like rotting and parts of my body were falling off and nobody around me gave a shit. And it was it was just like a weird dream. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I might actually remember a dream from when I was like a kid because I because now that I think about it, I remember that when I was little, like not exactly like little, like maybe about like 7 or 8, maybe somewhere between 6 to 8. I don't know. I had fuck Jesus Christ. I had a I'm like stumbling over my words. I had a teacher who I remember telling about my dream, and she was like, "That didn't happen." Like I told her my dream, and she like treated it as if I like said that that really happened, and she's like, "That didn't happen." And I was like, and I would like repeat like it was a dream, and she's like, "No, that didn't happen." Like I don't know, I just remember that. And if I'm remembering the dream correct when I was little, it was literally a dream of I was outside of my grandma's house and some guy just walked up and like shot me. And that's the thing too, I was like a kid. Like what kind of fucking kid has a dream about like being shot? Like I was literally like a little kid that couldn't even like fathom the idea of dying. But when I was a little kid, I had a dream that someone just like straight up walked up to me and just shot me. And I remember telling like a teacher at my school, like I had a dream that I got shot, and she's like, that didn't happen, that didn't happen. Like she just kept like as quick as possible to like trying to cut me off, just saying that didn't happen, that didn't happen. Like as if like she was like mad like that I was like bringing up being shot like in a dream. She was just like that didn't happen, that didn't happen. You didn't get shot. You didn't get shot. And it's like I never said I got shot. I said I got shot in a dream. And she's like that didn't happen. And she just kept saying that didn't happen, even though I was repeating that it was a dream. Like I remember that, and I keep forgetting it because I don't know. I don't really care about my past that much, or at least that part of my past. But the dream I had recently, or literally today, that I had was weird because like I said, I've had like dreams of me like playing video games, but like usually in my dream it'll be like me sitting in like a chair playing a video game looking at like a screen or something, right? But this one wasn't really like that. It was like I was dreaming of gameplay of a game, right? Like as if I was just watching like like a commentless like a quiet let's play of a game, right? And the game was very like I don't know, like most like Japanese open world. It was very like if anything, it reminded me a lot of Persona 5 because that was a game I beat recently. And it was very much like that. And what's weird is it was like a I don't know, like some open world like dating game or something, right? And the game was like kind of like cute or whatever. It was kind of like whatever. It was just kind of like a nice little game. You run around, talk to girls. Oh, such a cute game, right? And I think most people like when you say like, "Oh, such a cute game," people know like where the direction of that kind of game is heading. But the dream was so weird because like it was like kind of just innocuous. It was just like, "Oh, cute like oh cute dating thing," and like whoever was playing this like one character was going after this like blonde haired girl, and I was like, okay, so that's this player's choice, cool. And then there was like this weird storyline where like the main character was like talking to her father and talking about how he'll kill anyone that does anything to his daughter, and how he's used to be on like track so he can catch up to them, and how he's super protective of her. And it was like a weird storyline that just kept like repeating. And like like I said, like when you're dreaming, you just kind of like watch. You can't really just like self commentate and be like, oh shit, that's a weird plot point. Like it's not like you're just like sitting in a theater and like you're just like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on in this plot. What does this have to do with the daughter? like what does this have to do with their romance? I don't get it. But then the dream, like in like a dating game, like it would be like, oh, the final act of it would be like, oh, you get like a bunch of options to confess, you give them a gift or something, and then that like solidifies that you're with the character, right? Like a dating sip type thing, right? But the ending was weird because the character asked the girl to meet him at like this like really like run down shitty hotel of sorts that might have like been abandoned or something. And like she shows up scared, and then the character just like keeps staring at her and just says, like, you're going to be with me now. I'm going to sell you to everyone. And the girl just cries, and then he just like brainwashes her with his like hand, and all she's doing is like crying, begging to not be like sold. It was like, I don't know, like a human sex slave or something. And then like after that scene ended, the game, it was like the game just like went back to normal, and then the guy like just continued walking around, except this time like the guy was like up trying to avoid like the father of that girl. And then I woke up, and I just kind of like after I woke up, I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That wasn't even like remotely funny. That wasn't even like, oh, interesting game concept. No, that was just like it was like so like inconspicuous, and then just out of nowhere, that one final interaction, and it was just like a guy brainwashing this romantic interest into basically just being sold off. And it was just like, holy shit. Like I just like woke like because like the whole dream was like fine, but then I woke up and I was just like, oh my god. I was like, that was like fucked up. I was like, that wasn't even like a bit of funny. That was like horrible. Like, what the fuck, brain? Why is that the dream you gave me? Like I didn't even like I didn't like that. That like actually like I woke up like actually just feeling like kind of like gross. I was just like, oh my god. like what the fuck kind of game was that? That wasn't a fun game. That was horrible. And I don't know, maybe there's a game that's actually like that, but like that just felt like really like I just woke up and I was just like, oh my god. I didn't like that at all. Like that ending was like horrible. Like I didn't know what to think about that. That was just fucking really weird. But yeah, that was a really weird dream. But I don't know, like that literally happened today, and I just woke up and I was just like, oh my god. like glad my brain can try to keep me entertained by completely fucking scaring the shit out of me and concerning me to a great degree. But yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of weird dreams. Some of them not very memorable, some of them kind of just basic. But I talked about like three that I had when I was younger that were just kind of whatever. Two of them were goofy, or actually, I talked about four. Two of them were goofy. One of them was weird, and another was just like a kid. I'm apparently imagining being shot. But this one, like, really just kind of fucking is like I woke up just like, oh my god, like I just kind of woke up with like a bit of just like I was like fucking baffled, bro. Like I was just like I was like fucking flabbergasted, Like I just woke up and I was just like, holy fucking shit, what was that game? Who was playing it and why was it so fucked up? I don't know. That's like something you see in like an internet mystery where like someone upload a video of like a gameplay that you never heard of and it has like no commentary, and it's like, oh man, what is this game called? Oh, Joseph in the quest for romance. Oh, that sounds like a very nice romance game. Oh, okay. Let's watch this gameplay. There's no commentary. It's just the gameplay. Oh, okay. So it's a dating sim. Okay. Okay. What the fuck's going on now? What is he doing? I don't like this game anymore. That's what it felt like. It felt like seeing like those like weird no commentary videos. It reminds me of how like sad Satan got started on the internet, like when there was like a video where like there was this guy who didn't put like commentary in his videos, and he just uploaded like sad Satan videos, and no one knew what the hell the game was. Like I don't know. That's like a weird thing to like talk about because like I just remember like I watched like a documentary on Sad Satan, and that's what it did. Like a channel that had like no commentary on it uploaded it, and people were like, "Wait, what the fuck is this game?" Like no one knew what this game was. That's how that felt. It felt like I was watching one of those videos because it just suddenly got dark, and then suddenly that dark moment was over, and it felt like it never happened, and it was kind of just scary. But yeah, I don't know. That was a weird dream, and like I said, I've had a lot of weird dreams, but that one was really disturbing. And like obviously the way I told it didn't really sell it. I think like what was the most disturbing about it was like because in my dream that moment with like the brainwashing part, the way she was crying was like very violent, and like it was like that disturbing crying where you're like, oh my fucking god. You know, like in the movies where like a character's like, I don't know, like just crying so violently because like they're literally being fucking destroyed in some fucking form, whether it be mentally or physically. And you just like watch it and you're like, oh my god. It's like one of those scenes in a movie where it's like really like hard to watch, and you're just like, oh my fucking Christ. Like that's how that felt, and I didn't really like sell it as that because like I just didn't know how to fucking do it. Like, that was a fucking really just disturbing dream the way it ended. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about like weird dreams in general because that one was a weird one, and I had a lot of weird ones, but that one kind of just beat the other ones out easily. Just how it ended. It was very fucking creepy. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever.